What's up, guys? I'm back with another tutorial. Today we're going to be doing a rock, paper, scissors game in Google Colab using Python. This tutorial is geared towards beginners, so if you're a beginner, hopefully you're able to follow along. Let's get into it. Okay, so first what we're going to want to do is import our assets. The only asset that's needed for this is simply random, so we're just going to type import random. This is going to be used when we build our AI. So now we're going to want some user input. So I want to ask the user how many rounds they'd like to play. So I'm going to make a variable, call it number of rounds. Set it equal to int input best of how many rounds. So what this here is doing is it's going to prompt the user best of how many rounds. The user is going to put in a number. It's going to take that number, convert the string to an integer value. So then we're going to want a counter. We're going to start a round counter at 1. This is going to be used when we iterate through our loop later in the program. Then we're going to need 2 scores. So a score for the computer. I'm going to set it at 0. And then a user score. And that should be all of our variables for now. Next, we're going to get into the loop. Okay, so now I want to make the loop. I want to use a while loop. And for its conditions, I want when the round counter is less than or equal to the number of rounds. So for each iteration of this loop, we're going to go up. We're going to increment the round counter. And so what this is going to do is allow the player to play the amount of rounds that they input at the beginning. Next, I want an array, or a quick list, with each of the options. So rock, paper, and scissors. These are going to be for the AI to randomly select. So now we're going to have a selection variable and make it random dot choice of options. So each time this loop will go through, it will assign a new selection, which will be a random selection from the options list we just defined. Now we want the user choice. We're going to do this by getting some input from the user. So input, and then we're just display as options: rock, paper, paper, or scissors. And there we go. Okay, so next we're going to evaluate the user choice and the computer choice. So if user choice in rock. So this is going to check if the user's choice is rock lowercase or rock uppercase. Then with this, we can nest another if inside of it. If the computer selection equals paper. And we don't have to do the end that we did before because we already know what the options will be up here. So if selection equals paper, then computer score will increment by 1. And elif selection equals scissors, then the player score, or the user score, my bad, plus equals 1. So then we got both of these scenarios covered for if the user's choice is rock. Now we're going to want to repeat the same process, but just with the other user choices. So elif user choice in paper, oops, if selection equals rock, then we're going to want the user score equals 1, elif selection equals scissors, then the computer score goes up by 1. And then this is the same process for if the user selects scissors. So I'm just going to go ahead and type that, and I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so I finished this elif down here, and I went through and I fixed a couple things as well. I made sure that this bracket was right here, and made sure that all of my if statements had these colons at the end. So now there's only a couple other things I need to do to finish this while loop. First, I need the round counter to increment after each iteration of the loop. Then I want to print selection so we can see what the computer is selecting, and then print user score and print computer score. And this is so we can see what's happening each round and make sure that our program is working. So I'm going to go ahead and run it. What did I forget? Okay. Tab, 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 tab. Spacing is extremely important in Python. As of how many rounds? I'm going to say 3. I'm going to say rock. He chose paper. So computer score went up by 1. Rock, paper, scissors. I'm going to say paper. Scissors. So computer score went up by 1 again. Rock. Both did rock, so neither of our scores went up. So I would lose the computer. Next, we're going to add some final statements to help polish up the program. Finally, I want the program to tell the user if it won or lost at the end of the game. So we're going to do this by just checking using more if statements. So if the user score is greater than computer score, then we'll just say print you win. And then elif computer score is greater than user score, print you lose. It's really up to you what it says. You could also print the score in here by using the user score and computer score variables if you'd like. It's all up to you. So let's see if this works. How many rounds? I would like 2 rounds. Rock. He chose paper, so I lost that round. Paper. Computer chose scissors. I lost. This is working, and our program looks good. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, just let me know. I will make sure to get back to you, and yeah, see you.